The 2023 NBA season cannot get here soon enough. Oh my goodness. What are your thoughts on how the NBA constructed the first 10 games for the Boston Celtics?
You know what? I think they said you coming in here, you want to play these first 10 games. You are going to have to play these first 10 games. These will not be a walk in the park for you. This schedule, first 10 schedule, appears to be a little tough for me. Now, I'm not saying that the Boston Celtics can't prevail, but yeah, they coming out with the Sixers. Like, no, this is serious business right here. And if you can recall, the Boston Celtics first 10 last season, the 2022 season was a disaster. So, because the start to their season was not good at all. As a matter of fact, if y'all recall, we were like, Coach Udoka, when you leaving? Like, right?
Yes,
Top of the
yes,
season. Oh, so I
yes.
don't want people to forget that the top of the season matters. But for the Boston Celtics, the end of the season is really what sent them over because they made it all the way to the final. So yeah, no, I just think that this is going to be a pretty good first 10, and I'm excited about that. I like first 10s that can be challenging, and I think this one will be that for them.
Yes, the NBA did not hold back on excitement, let me tell you. But being the defending Eastern Conference champions, you would think the NBA, and they went to the NBA finals, right? You would think the NBA would be like, okay, let me let you guys, slide into the season a little bit. Let me get you warmed up. They were like, oh no, guns are blazing. The opening night against the Philadelphia 76ers, which happens to be one of the games that I have circled on my calendar. I am looking forward to the Battle of the Bigs, RW3, Joel Embiid. Oh, I cannot wait to see that.
You know what? I don't have the Philadelphia game circled. I will be watching it, but one of the games that I'm looking forward to seeing is the rematch for uh, Celtics and Miami. I want to know what
Yes.
that looks like because that's almost like a playoff rematch if you think about it. I say that's what
Mm-hmm.
I have circled. I also am really interested now with this new player, not new player, but now with the Cavs having Donovan Mitchell on their roster. Hey, any games, the Celtics and the Cavs, I'm looking forward to that. I can't. As a matter of fact, I petition the NBA leadership to right now to remove the ESPN nationally televised game from the Chicago Bulls and Celtics to the Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Can we just go ahead and just move it up one? Like I would like for the game on November 2nd to be nationally televised as opposed to the game on November 4th. I don't want to see the
Mm-hmm.
Bulls. I don't want to see the Bulls and the Celtics. I mean, not now that Donovan Mitchell's on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm just saying. I petition.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Now I'm also looking forward to that Miami Heat game because if you remember, the Miami Heat were number one, and the
Mhm.
Celtics kid was like, "Excuse me, we're gonna step right over y'all and get to the NBA Finals." So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Interesting that you're right. They have ESPN airing the Bulls game. Let me just tell you, this schedule was put out before Donovan Mitchell
Oh,
made his entrance. You know what I
I
mean?
can promise you, and I wouldn't be
Hmm.
surprised. I petition that they actually change it.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
We, you guys can schedule a Celtics and a Bulls game later on in the season, but for the first 10, can we just move it up one to November? I'm not even saying do much work, right? Just go ahead and move it up to this November 2nd
Uh-huh.
and just forego November 4th on ESPN for the
I know, interesting. They play the Cavs twice. You know, I think with the revamped roster, we got two defensive minded teams, well coached, super disciplined.
I know.
Oh, it's gonna be
I'm
good. Oh
just
my gosh.
saying the East is coming through.
Hmm.
The East is coming through. One of the challenges that I hope doesn't come to fruition is will there be chemistry issues, considering that the Boston Celtics want to trade out Jalen Brown? Will that show
Yeah.
up to be a negative this upcoming season? That's the only thing. It's the only thing. I don't know.
I'm gonna say no because Jalen Brown, his name is always in trade talks.
Yeah.
But
No,
it
but
seemed
this
like
one
you're
was,
right though. Somebody
yeah,
this
this
off
one was
season went
almost
a little,
like
yeah.
he probably should have been putting a cancellation on his lease. That's how I thought about this trade talk discussion. No, I'm
Yeah.
serious, but I will give them this. Jalen Brown gives me consummate professional. So I think he knows the game. I believe he understands the business of it. And he probably knows that feelings in this case won't matter. let's get to the bag. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Mhm.
Let's go and get to this championship this year because technically they're running it back.
Oh,
They're
absolutely.
running it back. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, a challenge I have for the Boston Celtics. Well, first of all, I was really excited that they picked up Danilo Gallinari. Oh, I
Yes.
said, oh, they need that stretch four. He's big. He's 6'10". He can play down in the post. He maybe relieve RW3 or even Al Horford. Oh, he's gonna be great. He's gonna open up the paint. Oh my God, went down with the ACL,
Yep.
right? I
Done.
think he's done for the season. They say he may come back towards the end of the season, but it's going to be no point. It's going to be no point. The chemistry between him and the team will be off. And you
Mm-hmm.
know, Coach Udoka, he
Gonna
don't
play
have
that.
no problem sitting people down. If you know, so yeah, I think that's a huge challenge they're going to have to overcome. The mindset of, oh wow, we got Gallinari, we really need him, and then all of a sudden, wham, not having him for the season. But the good
You-
thing is when they start the season, they won't have him so they can adjust, naturally.
Exactly. You know what though? And they miss the people kill me with this. Oh, they're gonna come back. If history hasn't proven itself recently, ACL tears, they're not coming back. These
No.
players are not even trying to come back. They may have in the past. They're not doing it right now. It's not
Mm-mm.
happening. They're sitting out the whole season. So
Yeah.
I anticipate that he'll be out the whole season.
Yeah.
Why
Plus,
risk
he's in
it?
his 30s. He's not going to heal quickly. Yeah. He's not a young player. It is. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the healing process. Okay, but yeah, no, I can see that being a challenge. But that doesn't mean that they can't pick up somebody in mid-season trades. So
Mm-hmm.
that can kind of
Yeah.
help them if needed. So yeah.
Yeah. Now, looking at the schedule, I see a pretty tough stretch in particular. Telling you, when they have to play the Bulls, which I think will still be a very challenging game for them. And then they have to play the New York Knicks the following night. That's going to be a quick turnaround. I'm wondering about that. And then to finish up, they have to go to the Memphis Grizzlies and try to beat Ja and the team. Ooh, that's going to be tough for the Celtics, but I think they're up for it.
I think they're up for it, yes. I'm not concerned about that Bulls matchup, but that Knicks matchup may give them some fits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was and only because let's see what the Bulls do. We'll see. I don't know if this will be Bulls of 2022. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, but that next matchup is going to be something else. Yeah. I am and then they go but think about it. They play the Bulls in in Boston. Then they got to travel to play the Knicks. Then they got to travel to play Memphis. These last
Yes.
3 games, it's going to test their endurance because that is bull. Chicago and New York not too far. I guess in the plane ride, that's not far. But then got to go to Memphis. It's like not too far still, but it's different. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
especially with
Do
a
you
back to
see
back.
exactly? Do you see any games that the Boston Celtics will probably take their foot off the gas? Is there a game? I'm looking at one where they're like,
Yeah,
okay,
October
whatever. The
22nd.
October 22nd game against the Orlando Magic is an off night.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Rest your
Oh yeah.
knees. It's
Yeah,
just,
rest. You know what? Yeah, let's just regroup. You know what? Come on, Peyton Pritchard. Come on
come
in.
on in.
Come on in. Come on
Yeah,
in.
second night of a
Yeah.
back to back,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just if they're gonna lighten up at the beginning of the season, that would be the game that I would lighten up. And I don't know about the Wizards. The Wizards for
Okay.
this upcoming season, I need to see. I don't feel like how you have those teams where they're gonna do it. You really feel strong about it. The Wizards, I'm like, let's see.
Yeah.
Can they do it? Is this enough?
All right, so looking at the first 10, how do you think the Boston Celtics will fare?
Although I believe the schedule is a tough one for them, I give them 8-2, 2 games, and I think they're going to lose to. They're going to split the Cavs one of the times, and they're going to lose to Memphis.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Memphis is going to get them. The top of the
Okay.
season. Yeah. Who you
All
got?
right. I had the Celtics going 8-2 as well.
Oh, okay.
I have them losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I also have them losing to the New York Knicks in New
Ah,
York City only because it's second night of a back-to-back. And
yeah.
it's pseudo, nationally televised, regionally televised on NBA TV. It's going to be a letdown game because they're going to be tired. Y'all, they're traveling, and I think they're going to be looking past the Knicks to the Grizzlies.
Of course.
So they'll probably take their foot off the gas and end up losing that game.
Okay. And that'll probably be a scheduled loss. It'd be like, okay, you know what? Because we have to go full cylinder with the Grizzlies. That's why, for me, I have the reverse. I have them losing to the Grizzlies because they will be exhausted from the Knicks.
Okay.
And they're going to need that break because if you look at the games they played prior to that, they're going to be exhausted from that back-to-back. Although I think they can probably let up a little bit on the Bulls, unless the Bulls, who start anyway. Can I get the Bulls full roster real quick? They already put the filler out there that Lonzo Ball will not be in training camp and he will not be starting the first part of the season. Wait. So yeah, again, I just say the potential second loss for me will be Memphis Grizzlies.